Good morning. Happy Friday. I can't believe it. It's Friday already. I don't know. I don't really get that feeling so much. I usually work a little bit on the weekend, so I don't have that same like Friday feeling that a lot of people do. But Kim's last day of the week is Friday, so I have some excitement for that. And people around us, the world, there's a Friday buzz. So happy Friday to you. Whether you work the weekend or not, I'm wishing you a happy Friday. There's just something cool about the word Friday, I suppose. We got work to do. We got 15 orders to ship out since yesterday, just a randomly really good 24 hours here. So we'll take it. It's been a roller coaster ride. What's up, Chemo? Welcome in. Jessica, welcome in. Roller coaster ride here. Chris at Peak Enterprises, the headquarters here. We are, let's go like the last 7 days of sales. I had one sale on the 18th, and I had 11 on the 19th, 12 on the 20th. Those are good days. 21st, I had 7, a little below average, 4, 8, 14 yesterday, and already at 3 today. So just kind of a crazy roller coaster up and down. That's what this time of year is. This is coming. This is the 7th summer that I've been in this business. And you always know that summer is like a little wild, a little slow, but a little up and down too. And it's still, when it happens, it's kind of crazy. So I'm excited about today. I got a lot of orders for you, 15 total. Let me know you're the boss for just a moment. There you go, Chemo, right on cue. You were ahead of me. So we're going to ship eBay first. Chemo says so. This is a working live. Well, I'm going to do all the work, and you're going to hang out over there. But happy to answer questions. The whole intention of this live is to just give you a good, honest glimpse into what happens in this business that we run out of our home. Hopefully, you learn something about a brand or something within a brand that's worth looking for. Maybe you learn something about shipping, a shipping tip, whatever. I'm here for it. It's just a good, honest live glimpse. If you haven't hit that follow button, I'd love to have you on board. Either follow or subscribe. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So welcome in if you're on those platforms watching. Both of these lives are always available as a replay on YouTube and Facebook. So as soon as this live is over, you can rewatch it. So if you're busy doing stuff, you're coming in and out, you want to see what sold this over the last 24 hours, then you can watch that replay. We do these every Monday. We're doing a random Friday one. Guess what? We're back on Facebook. We missed you the last 2 Mondays because our account was blocked out or suspended. I don't know what language you want to use. So we finally got back into the account, I believe, on Tuesday. So we missed, it was 11 days where I was locked out of the Facebook account, which also made it tricky with Instagram too, because I usually log in on my desktop through Facebook to get to Instagram, and I obviously couldn't do that. So anyway, we're back. This is the first live on Facebook in at least a couple of weeks now. So hello from Virginia. Welcome in, Susan. I love hearing from y'all. Facebook is back. It was back. It was kind of I don't know, it was a pretty tense, like 11 days for me. Obviously we have Instagram and TikTok and YouTube on top of that, but I thought that there was a real chance that they would not approve the appeal because a lot of this stuff is like AI done. And there was a chance that we were going to lose the account and have to start over, 77,000 followers and start over again on Facebook. I've done that before, starting from zero. It's not fun. I wasn't looking forward to that possibility. Hello, Tej. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, Tej. All my best to your family. Francis is in the house. What's up, Francis? What is up? We got good afternoon. Where are you in the world that is the afternoon, Christine? Are you in England? Or maybe, I guess some of the Caribbean islands are like an hour ahead, but it is morning time here on the East Coast, 11:47 Eastern time. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for saying hi. If you are watching the replay, I get back to all your questions and comments on the replays too. We got a special Friday edition. We got a bunch of orders going out. We got some good stuff too. I think you're going to like some of today's sales. And please keep those questions coming. And I love hearing about your sales and all that stuff too. So I'm going to show you mine. If you show me yours, tell me about your sales too. We're going to do eBay first. We got the shipping labels printed out. We are going to start with the oldest one first. So the sale came in yesterday, just after I shipped yesterday. So this is going to Rod. This is a bread and butter sale, nothing fancy. I show you these too. It's not just the home runs. I show you everything that pays the bills. So we get a Carhartt. It's like it's not a flannel, but it's kind of like a heavy twill Carhartt. Men's size, medium. This sold for $18 on eBay. I paid $5 at a thrift store for it. I'm going to show you everything that sold. I'm going to tell you how much it sold for. I'm going to estimate my profits. I'm going to tell you how much I paid for these items. And I'll do my best to tell you how long they took to sell. This one took 72 days to sell. So I picked it up in May and it just sold right now, July the 25th. Oh my gosh, it's almost August. That's crazy. It don't even make any sense. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. New Jersey, 15 minutes early. I'm just giving you a hard time, Christine. That's got to be allowed. Doing better. Life is still busy, but manageable. You got a lot on your plate, Teach. So send in a little bit of like extra energy your way because I know you could use it today and this weekend. So take it if you need it. Looks like the one you are wearing, kind of. This is a Wrangler, and this is a Western Pearl Snap, and this is like a really lightweight shirt, whereas this is kind of like more like a heavy twill Carhartt. But yeah, I could see that. Good eye. Lynn is here from Connecticut. Welcome. Where in Connecticut are you? I lived in New Hampshire for 31 years, so I'm fairly familiar with Connecticut. All right, this first order, and many of these orders we're going to put out in a 9x12 poly bag. This is a good time to tell you that I'm going to link down below all the tools that we use for our business, including the shipping supplies. And it's a big comprehensive list. That is down below in the chat if you're on YouTube or Facebook. I did my best on that list to gather literally everything we use for our business, things that we recommend for resellers, including shipping supplies. As you know, shipping supplies aren't all created equal. Sometimes the best price doesn't mean the best stuff. So we did all that work for you. We've been doing this for 7 years. We've bought good shipping supplies. We've bought bad shipping supplies. We bought mediocre ones, overpriced ones, whatever. But we tried our best to give you what we thought was the best value in that document. So that's down below in the chat. That document's always available at chris@peak.com too. And this is going out to Rod. East Hampton, nice. I know where you're at. You know, Connecticut's like underrated. I think it's I think there's a lot of beauty in Connecticut. I'm still a newbie, 8 sales in Poshmark. I now have Nifty and learning that new tool. Nice. Congratulations on, first of all, getting started and getting your first 8 sales on Poshmark. I have things on Depop, Mercari, and eBay as well. It's the eBay shipping that is my current hurdle. Do you weigh it as you go or in advance when you list? What about measurements at listing when you're packing it up? Still learning about my eBay business policies, setting them up. Thanks for being a great teacher. I've been learning from you for months. Susan, a lot going on there. I love it. So yeah, congratulations. Sounds like you got on board with Nifty, which is great. That's going to help you be really efficient with your business and increase your sales. So I like that move. As far as with eBay, I can tell you what I would do, but it sounds like you're pretty early in this journey. So I'll tell you what I would recommend to anybody who's just getting started on eBay like yourself is I would use eBay's calculated shipping. So what happens when you use eBay's calculated shipping is you put in the measurements and the weight of the package. So this package right here, this is a 12-ounce package. Obviously, the accused poly mailers don't really weigh anything. So I would weigh this shirt. My scale's right under here. You can't see it. I would weigh this shirt. Boom, this is a 12-ounce rate. So I would put that in the listing as 12 ounces. And then I would also put the measurements of this bag. I just put in 12 by 9 by 2 is my default, right? And eBay is going to calculate that shipping price for your user that way. And I use all my clothing. I list it as a USPS Ground Advantage. That's how I ship all these. So if you do that, if you check the option for eBay calculated shipping in the listing, in the shipping section, click that, eBay calculated shipping, put in the weight, put in the dimensions, and eBay's going to calculate the actual cost right there for the customer for you. That's what I would suggest for you as you're getting started. I hope that answers your question. As far as getting into like eBay business policies and all that stuff, I don't know that I would be able to walk you through that here on this live, honestly, because I did it once and it was a long time ago. And I don't remember how that process worked. So I wouldn't be able to walk you through it. But I think what I gave you about the eBay calculated shipping should help you get up and rolling. There's probably like YouTube videos about setting up business policies, and all that sort of stuff. Maybe you want to check that out. What do we got here? We got Bud in the house. Hey, Bud. Appreciated your comment. I think yesterday you commented on one of the videos. So I appreciate that. Always a good Friday. First crazy sale. Started your shop this month. Nice, Bud. Welcome aboard. Picked up Tiger Woods Polo for $788 and sold it for $65. That's awesome. Thank you, Savers and Plastow. Bud, I spent 31 years, if you're just walking in, 31 years up in New Hampshire. I know I know Plastow, not well, but I know Plastow. But really cool. That's awesome. Great flip. 788 and the 65. That's one that like you're just getting started. That's gonna fuel you, put some fuel in your tank to keep you going for a little bit when you get a nice hit like that. So congrats, bud. And by the way, I'm going to show you like 15 sales today, and I'm going to show you like, yeah, kind of how I do things after doing this for 7 years. But remember, this like this channel, this content, this live is for you, bud, right? It's for Susan. It's for these folks just getting started. That's why we do this, is to really be honest and transparent and just kind of show you what we do, so you can, pick up some little tidbits and increase your business and maybe get a little more efficient along the way. So this is for you, bud. Ashley, tomorrow is my birthday. Happy birthday. July 26th birthday. Everyone say happy birthday to Ashley if you feel like it. Tomorrow, manifesting some good finds today. I like it. Are you out and about? Are you thrifting? Are you like, where are you at? What are you doing? Flea market? You doing estate sales? Let us know what's going on out there. Parents have a place off 40th Street. There you go. Yes, big question. I hope that helps, Susan. Let me know if you need any follow-up to that. Kim is in the house. What's up, Kim? I recently started following you. Thank you. Well, thank you for following me, Amanda. This content is for you. What do we got? Yes, answered. Gotcha. Yes, I've watched those. Thanks again. Cool. What do we got here? Catching up. Ashley, I just started 3 months ago, and thanks to videos like yours, I noticed an on-cloud climate jacket. Nice. I've never found an on-cloud jacket. Paid $6, sold for $75. Get out of town with that sales. With that 6 and a 75. I love that y'all are filling up the chat with all that stuff. Kim's doing great. She's working right now, but it's Friday. She's got Friday energy. I bet she wishes she wasn't working right now, but she's doing good. Thank you, Teach, for checking in. We last night went and connected with some old friends up at a brewery called Highland Brewery, which is the oldest brewery in Asheville, in the Asheville area. So it was good to get up there. We always like going to Highland, and we connected with some old friends. So we had a good time last night. That was cool. And the weather was like, man, it's been like sunny and like hot, but we've actually had like a little dry stretch where it hasn't like been raining like a whole bunch. Like for a while, we were getting like multiple showers and thunder showers every single day, but it's like hot. I mean, it's humid, but it's not raining. Like dry, like no rain. You got some birthday wishes coming in, Ashley. I like it. Vacationed in the Smokies for a week, heading home to Wisconsin. I hope you had a great time in the Smokies. Jessica, were you in remind me, were you in Gatlinburg? Is that where you're going? I know you asked me for some, like, I think it was you that asked me for some Goodwill advice in Gatlinburg. I've just never, or some thrifting advice for Gatlinburg, and I've just never thrifted out that way. Pretty area out there for sure. It's a little ways from me. It's a couple of hours, so I don't typically travel that far in my like regular thrifting. And if I were to travel that far, I would probably go to a bigger population area like Charlotte, which is 2 hours the other direction, as much as I don't like going into Charlotte because of traffic and it's hotter down there and all that stuff. 98 in Central Washington. That's too hot for peak. Junkie's in the house. Welcome, Junkie. All right. So next up, I love that you're distracting me from the mission at hand here, which is shipping out all these orders. I love all these questions and comments. I love hearing about your wins and all that stuff. Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg. Nice neck of the woods out there, like tourist central out there for sure. It's like Disney World it's like Disney in the mountains out there in Pigeon Forge. Got a Travis Matthew t-shirt. I had picked up a couple of these last summer on clearance, and one of them already sold. This is the second one. It sold. This was a nifty best offer, $20.70. So I think I paid $8 a piece for these t-shirts. Not great profit here. Would I do it again? I don't know. Probably not. But who knows? If I did it again this year, it's a cool shirt. If I did it again this year on clearance, who knows? They could both sell in like 10 days. You just don't know how it's going to work some days or sometimes. That's going to Mary. Thank you, Mary. Where's Mary at? Mint Hill, North Carolina. A fellow North Carolinian. I have no idea where Mint Hill is. Now I'm curious. Mint Hill. It's kind of a cool town name. I got to look that up. Do we have any North Carolinians in the house? Mint Hill. Let's look it up. All right, zooming out. They got a Chick-fil-A there. Okay, it's like it's near Charlotte, just southeast of Charlotte, on the very close to the South Carolina border, near Matthews. Okay, I know where that is. I've actually thrifted out in that area before. near Matthews and Indian Trail. Okay, yeah, I've passed through. I know exactly where that is. I think I had dinner in this little town. Anyhow, Mint Hill, North Carolina. This is going to Mary. Thanks, Mary. Fellow North Carolinian. Nana's from North Carolina. Where are you from, Nana? I'm camping with the grandkids, headed to the pool in a few minutes. Good seeing you. Life is freaking good over there for Kim. Heading to the pool with the grandkids. I love it. I love it. I could use a pool right about now. It is hot here. What we got here? My mom just called me to wake me up because she's about to hit some thrifts. So that's where I'm heading, trying to teach my mom, who's a 40-year personal thrifter, showing her the bolos and moneymakers. I like it. That's cool. That's a great way to spend time with fam. I'm sure mom enjoys every moment of it. That's good stuff. Thank you for sharing, Ashley. Good stuff. Sour City, nice. Welcome in. Squirrel. I'm in Houston, lots of thrifts out there. Location seems to get me decent shipping prices. I got some friends that are in the Houston metro area, and they do really well. Once you kind of learn like the right spots out there, I think you're going to do really well in Houston. I think Houston's the 4th biggest metro area in the country, so a lot of people. And the other key is you want a lot of people for a good thrifting area, but you also want a lot of high wealth people. There's a lot of good jobs in Houston. There's a lot of big headquarters for big companies. So a lot of high paying jobs. Those people buy nice, expensive clothing, and then they donate those, and you can make some good money, or they sell them at garage sales and that sort of stuff. So Houston, great place to be for thrifting. I've taught my mom what to look for. She is really good at thrifting now. I like it. Just install a little knowledge into her brain, Kim, and send her on her way, and just let her do her thing. Knowledge plus hustle equals success, right? You got to get out there. Next up is brand new with tags, Polo Ralph Lauren. We're on a run the last few days with Polo Ralph Lauren. I think I shipped 4 of them yesterday, and we have something like that going out today. Maybe not 4. 3 anyway. No, I think 4 today again. So Polo Ralph Lauren, men's size 2XL, brand new with tags. You can see the retail on this is $115. The buyer paid full asking price $58.99. I paid $29 for this shirt, so double the money on this one. And what was I going to say? This took 4 days to sell. 4 days to sell on this. And this is I want to make sure I get these right. I got a few of these. This is just the regular, this is just a regular red pony on this one, but we got some more of these coming your way. So my profit on this after fees will be, let me think here, 12, 40, 46, 47, 47. My profit on this will be about $19 profit on this piece right here. So I paid $29 to make 19, but remember, I don't care how much I paid for it. I just care about my profit per sale. And in this case, I made $19, to make this one listing. So I'll take that all day, every day, especially in the 4 days that I took to sell it. I put that on my credit card. I don't have to pay that credit card. That was on the 21st. That credit card bill isn't due until September the 15th. So I'm not paying for this item technically until September the 15th. I've already sold it and made a $19 profit. I'm shipping it out. So that's a great example of doing retail arbitrage, in my opinion, really well, is to sell these items really quickly using the bank's money to make profit. A lot of people balk at that idea of why would you pay $29 to make only 19? I'm like, it took me no time to list it. Well, my USPS guys here, I'm gonna have to drop it off, all the rest of these, but let me give them these 3. People get all worked up about it, but I'm like, $19 is good profit for listing one shirt, right? I'll be right back. Hey, how are you? It's that time of year. Every year, it's I'll be 1 or 2 sales one day, and then the next day, 2 weeks. How does it make sense? Well, Amazon, you're still getting stuff from their sales. Oh, from the Prime Day stuff? It's still coming out? Doesn't make sense. You're right, it doesn't make sense. Man, I appreciate you. All right. Run. It's no big deal. I'm going to drive right by the post office anyway. I'm going to go out and do some sourcing in just a little bit after we get done the shipping here. I was actually already supposed to be out, was my plan, but I had a good day of sales. I was feeling like going live. I hadn't been live on Facebook. I figured I owed you one. So next up is an Orbis 2 extra large. I picked this up at a thrift store for $5. It is 100% linen, nice little purple color here. This is going internationally. So it sold for $22.99. I paid $5 for it. So after shipping and fees, that's going to cost me $4.18. I'm going to make $14. I'm going to make $14 off this right here. $14 in profit. And let's take a look at how long this one took to sell. That took exactly 30 days to sell. So paid $5. I'm going to make $14 in profit. Love picking up linen Orbis. And of course, this time of year, like linen is like a thing. Like it's got to sell better. It's a material people look for in the summer. River Rat is in the house. My piece of the week was a new tag 7 for All Mankind jeans for $350. Right on. What do you got those listed for, River Rat? Great find on 7 for All Mankind for $350. For $350, I like it. No Bars in the house over on Instagram. Hey, Chris, had an issue with eBay with a buyer giving negative feedback. eBay denied the request to remove it. Kind of disappointing and discouraging. Any advice moving forward? By the way, buyer did lie and scam. Nuber, sorry that you take this for what it's worth, Nuber. Sorry that you experienced that. Sorry that you have like all, the feelings about it. My best advice for you is to freaking forget about it and move on and start listing some stuff today and go find some more stuff. It's just part of the business. I don't care what business you're in. I ran restaurants for a decade before this. You don't think we ever got stupid reviews from customers who tried to take advantage of us and were disrespectful to us and then went home and then left us bad reviews at the rest. It doesn't matter what business you're in, retail, restaurant, eBay, you name it. You're going to have reviews like that and bad feedback from bad people, and you just freaking move on. You have to. You can't care about stuff like that. It's not going to have an impact on your business. When people see, when you're like evaluating restaurants that you're going to go to maybe tonight, or when you're on vacation, you want to check out a restaurant. When you look at reviews, nobody's got 5-star reviews at all these restaurants. Have you ever seen that? There's none such restaurant that's got all 5-star, 5.0 average, right? It's always like 4.3 or 4.6 or 4.5, right? And when you read through those reviews, you can pick out the reviews that you would just throw in the trash. You're like, that person's a lunatic. And you just don't take, because you're like, well, look at all the other reviews. They got a 4.5-star average. Just because this one gave a 1-star or whatever, you don't like say like, we're not going to that restaurant because of that 1-star review, that 1-star review. And there's all these other, 5.0s and 4s, right? Like, you kidding me? Like, nobody's going to look at your eBay store and give one damn about one lunatic. Everybody knows that there's lunatics out there, right? Everybody knows that. And I mean, yeah, I think people put way too much stock in this idea that you have like 100% positive feedback. It's ridiculous. There's like no business in the world. You find me a business that's got, more than 100 ratings and it's got like 5.0, average. It just doesn't exist. Go into Google Maps right now and start looking at the restaurants and retail stores and find me a 5.0, with someone who's got more than 100 reviews. You're just not going to find it. So for you to give one darn about some idiot who tried to take advantage of you, who left you a bad feedback, to me is crazy. You just got to move on, man. You got to be like they say in baseball, you got to be like a closer in baseball, right? The closer, the pitcher that comes in the 9th inning, it's a 1-run game. They make one bad pitch, right? Guy hits a single, they lose the game. And that closer can't sit there and say, man, I made a bad pitch. They got to come back and they got to pitch tomorrow, right? And they got to make, and they got to get an out tomorrow. They got to get out of the inning tomorrow. You got to have that closer's mentality and just freaking move past crap like that. There's no way you can get caught up on it. I know I'm kind of ranting a little bit here, but I'm doing this for your benefit. And anybody, I know there's a bunch of other people here who are worried about negative feedback that they've either gotten or that they might get. Who cares? Every business has those. Every single one. You show me one without it, you won't find it. The sale's going internationally, so I'm shipping it to Glendale Heights, Illinois, and then eBay is going to take it from there, and they're going to ship it to wherever in the world this is going to. This is going to Paul. Thank you for your business, Paul. Orbis going out the door, $14 profit on this. This is how I built my business, is on $14 profits like this, $12 profits, $16 profits. The people on the social media, they want to show you the 10 into $150 flip, the $5 into $70 flips. Those are great. I have those too. But most of my business is items that I sell for $10 to $19 profit. That's like 65% of my sales. And it's like 50% of my profits. So this is how I built my business, is finding items like this that I find for $5 at a thrift store, sell it for $22.99 plus $6.95 shipping, move it in 30 days. That's great. And everyone likes the quick flip, the 2-day flip, the 4-day flip. Most of them aren't that way. My last sale before this was a 4-day flip. Awesome. The one before that was like a 350-day flip. The one before that was a 72-day flip. That one was a 30-day flip. This next one's a 4-day flip too. But the reality, and that's why I do these lives and I show you it all, because the reality of this business is a whole lot of items that take 30 to 90 days to sell that make you $10 to $19 a piece in profit. That's what this business is. What's up? The bargain effect is in the house. What is up? Welcome in. You caught like a little rant there. We're shipping orders. We got 15 total orders going out today from the last 24 hours. Most of them are on eBay. There's also 3 Poshmark orders too. Good afternoon. New bar, I hope you're still here. I probably scared him away. He's like, man, that guy's ranting and raving. I haven't had a good rant in a little while. Another one of these Polo Ralph Lauren's that I picked up 4 days ago. Brand new with tags. I paid $29. This one, I don't know if you can see it. It's got that triple big pony on it. These ones are good sellers for me. This is also a long sleeve too. So brand new. This sold for $63 on a best offer. Going to Michael, I paid $29 for it. So my profit on this item is going to be about 51. I'm going to make about 24 bucks off this, about 24 bucks. And I paid 29. Love it. Sold in 4 days. I haven't paid for this item technically because I used my credit card, my business credit card, which that statement won't even be due until September the 15th. So I've already made my money. This is going to West New York. I already made my money and I haven't even paid for it yet. This is going to Michael. Thank you, Michael. West New York, New Jersey. That's kind of confusing. West New York, New Jersey. So the town name is West New York, but it's in New Jersey. That's interesting. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a good start to your day, Friday. What do we got? A little afternoon time now. We got about 5 orders out the door. We got about 10 more left to do. We got eBay, we got Poshmark, and we got an order going out the door for Jill. Great sale right here. People tell me that they save all this stuff and they wait to list it in the wintertime. I'm like, are you kidding me? People are buying Patagonia fleeces year round. It's actually, people buy these to like hike and stuff in the summertime. They want this in their backpack in case it gets cool when they get to the top of the mountain. You get it. What's up, Flipology? Welcome in. So this sold for $39.99. My full asking price. This is a Patagonia Better sweater. It's a women's size small. I paid $12.50 for it. These typically sell for me for 40 to 45 bucks. This is like just a classic. This is one of the most common Patagonia like fleecy items, right? Or Patagonia jackets. It's called the Better sweater. Been selling these for years, both new and used. $12.50 paid into $39.99 plus the buyer's paying $8.95 shipping. My profit on this after fees is going to be 33 minus 12 is going to be 21. And then I made a couple of $3. Made $24 in profit on this. 24 in profit. Took about 60-ish days. I'm going to double check that number right now. I think it was like 60-ish days. Nope, I was wrong. It took 30 days to sell. So that's a good one. Anything like 30 days or less to me is a good hit, you know? So technically I haven't paid this credit card for this, the payment for this item. I haven't paid the credit card bill for that. That's not due until August the 15th. So again, I'm getting my money before the credit card company is getting theirs. I'm a fan of that. Sold a whetstone. I don't know what that is. Should I know what that is? Picked it up at a Goodwill for 10 bucks. It's shipping to China. I'm in Chicago. Chicago to China sale right there. Sold a I don't know if I know what a whetstone is besides like a damp rock. Maybe you need to educate me on that. But I like the sale either way. What do we got here? What do we got? Kim says, hey, thanks to your video, I'm up $871 in profit in July on eBay. Started flipping in February as a side hustle. Your vids are great and helpful. I'm doing with electronics and random. That's awesome. 871 in profit in July on a side hustle. Man, like that's life-changing to some people, like 871 extra. You know, if somebody was making like let's just say like a $50,000 salary, right? Just a nice round number, $50,000 salary. If you made an extra, so then per month, that would be divided by 12. No, sorry. Let me get my math here. We're going to do some math here. Divided by 12. So that's 4,166 per month before taxes and all that stuff. So 4,166 per month. If you made an extra 871, that would be that's like getting a 21% raise. A 21%. How many people are getting a 21% raise at their job? You know, I don't think I've ever got like a 1 year like 20% raise. But the fact that you went out and you started hustling in February and you already have a 20% raise right now in July ain't even over yet. And July's slow season. This is a slower season. People don't shop as much in July. You know, like retailers are doing their clearances and stuff like right now. People are on vacation. So you got a 20% raise during slow season, 21% raise during slow season because you got out and got to work. So that's kind of life-changing money. If you came home from work today from your day job and you made $50,000 and you like came home and you said like, you know, told your spouse, your partner, your family, you're like, hey, I got a 20% raise today. Like you would like, you know, everybody would like jump to the ceiling, like 20% raise. That's crazy. Who gets a 20% raise? But you just did that by taking things in your own hands and not waiting for, you know, I don't know where you work or who your boss is or if it's corporate or not, but you're not waiting for someone else to give you permission. You know, here's your 20% raise. You've worked really hard. You know, the last job I worked for, I was there for just over 2 years. So I was there for like 2 annual reviews, right? Both annual reviews, I got 5 out of 5 stars. And they had no suggestions for improvement of my work. You know, everything is perfect. It was a big, long list of things I did really well and accomplishments that they recognized. I took on all kinds of responsibilities each of those 2 years too. So I got hired to do this. By the time I got to my first review, I was doing this because I took on people left. I took on their roles, whatever. And then by, you know, the year after that, I'm doing this much, right? And guess what? Both years, 5-star reviews, you know, all that stuff. No opportunity for improvement. Just keep doing what you're doing. I got 0 raise for those 2 years. Both times they're like, yep, 5 out of 5, but sorry, we can't give you a raise. You know, like think about that. That's crazy. Instead, you can go take things in your own hands like Kim did and get yourself your own 21% raise and don't listen to those, you know, don't wait for those people to finally come around. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's insane. I like the rant vineyard. Okay. I already got that one. Whetstone harps, sharpen knives and such. Okay, cool. I figured it was something like that, but really cool. Nice sale. Yeah, my wife is damn happy. That's for sure. I mean, imagine if you came home and said like, honey, I just got the news. You know, my boss, Joe, you know, gave me a 20% raise. Like you'd be like ecstatic. Like anybody would be ecstatic about that, right? But more often than not, people come home and they're like, yeah, I didn't get the raise. You know, my wife, she, you know, this is getting pretty transparent with y'all. She had her annual review about, I think it was like 2 months ago now. Like, you know, she started there last year it was April or May, I forget. So she started there in April and May of last year. So she had her first annual review a couple months ago. And they're like, yeah, you're doing everything great. Like you're hitting all your goals. We're really happy for you. Like 5, I don't know what their rating system is, but she got like the top rating or whatever, right? But they're like, sorry, like we're on like a wage freeze or like a raise freeze or whatever. So it's not just you, it's everybody. Like nobody's getting raises. So it's like, that's the worst. It's the freaking worst, right? And so instead it's like, why don't you go get it for yourself, you know? And that's why I tell her, I'm like, don't kill yourself for them if they can't go, you know, you're going above and beyond. Forget, you know, working overtime, forget doing extra for them. If you have extra time, let's pour it into the business where we take care of ourselves. So anyway, we had that conversation as recently as last night or the night before. Like, don't kill yourself for them. You know, let's make our own thing. Anyway, another rant. Y'all got me on like a ranty sort of day. Anyway, our next order is going to Katina. This is a good one. I like finding these. This is the second time I've found this exact same shirt and sold it, by the way, like same pattern and everything. It might have been a different size. So this is called Ariat Tech. And this is called, the shirt model name is called Vent Tech. Really nice pattern on. This is women's, by the way. I found 2 of these at a thrift store just a couple months ago. One blue, one red, both the same model, just different colors. Same model, same size, different colors. One was blue, one was red. This one took 28 days, and it sold. The other one took like 10 days or something like this, and it sold for $25.05. So 2 of these gone out the door in 28 days. I paid $5 a piece. My profit on this will be about 21. I'll make $1 or $2 on shipping. Minus 5, 60. I'll make about 18. Make about $18 on that shirt in profit. After fees, after shipping, after my cost and goods, $18. And I sold 2 of them in less than a month. That's going to Katina. The blue one went first, the red one went second. But I've literally sold the same exact shirt. It's kind of crazy. I don't find a lot of Ariat Tech. And when I do, I guess I find the same exact shirt. I hope to find it again. It's a good one. Amen to that, Chris. What's up, Dawn? What is up, Dawn? Welcome in, everybody. How's Friday going? What's going on? You out and about? What's your plan to take over the world? I love that. What's your plan to take over the world? Another one out the door. Next order is going to John. What did John get? Good sale here. I like this one. This is the second time I've sold the same exact blazer in 2 different sizes. I sold another one earlier, probably about 3 weeks ago. This is a Joseph A. Banks. Don't go crazy about Joseph A. Banks. The details matter. Joseph Bank, or Joseph. Somebody corrected me in a video lately. They're like, Joseph A. Bank. It's short for Joseph A. Bank. I was like, you're kidding. You're kidding. No way. I love when people correct me on stuff. Joseph A. Bank going out the door. 100% linen, men's size 40R. This is a summertime blazer. People are looking for linen 40R. This is a Nifty best offer. So $35.69. So my cross lister Nifty also has built-in automation tools. And one of those automation tools is set up so that when somebody watches an item on eBay, 10 minutes later, it will automatically send them a 10% off offer. So it gives them 10 minutes in case that person's sort of fumbling around for their credit card and they're going to buy that item full price. In this case, it would have been $39.99. But after 10 minutes, right, in the e-commerce world, we make the assumption that that person ain't going to buy. For whatever reason, they gone. Maybe they're looking at another item on eBay. Maybe they're looking on Poshmark. Maybe they're at menswarehouse.com looking to buy it brand new. We don't know. But after 10 minutes, the assumption is that's an abandoned cart. And we need to do everything we can to get back abandoned cart. You don't want to lose buyers who are interested in your items. That's hard to get them on the hook. Once you get them on the hook, you want to reel them in. So Nifty sends that. I have it set up. So 10 minutes later, it sends a 10% off offer, reels them back in. So Nifty sent this offer to John 10 minutes after he watched the item on eBay. Boom, John accepted that offer. And we got a $35.69 sale. That happened while I was sourcing yesterday at a thrift store. I came out of the thrift store. I checked my phone. Like, boom, Nifty got me a sale while I was in the store. I love it. If you want to check out Nifty, it is going to help you get more sales. It is no doubt about that. It's just a matter of how much more sales is it going to be, but it's definitely going to pay for itself in its own subscription. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link to Nifty down below in the chat and in YouTube and Facebook. It is right. Wait for it. It is right there. That link is also in the description of this video on YouTube and Facebook. It's also at chris@peak.com, where you can find all my stuff, all my links, all the things, including my reseller shopping list. I'll drop that chris@peak.com link right there too. But that link I just dropped there, it gets you a free trial, 7 days, no strings attached. You can check out Nifty, see if it's helped. It'll help you make more sales within the first week. That much I can tell you. But you can check it out for yourself for 7 days, no strings attached. If you like it and you decide to sign up, you'll get 15% off your first month. And what's great about Nifty too is you don't have to subscribe for you don't have to commit to a year or 6 months or whatever. You sign up for 1 month after your trial is over. That's all you're committing to is 1 month. You can cancel at any time. You know how some of these subscription services, they try to get you, try to lure you into these long-term deals that then you can't get out of. That's not the case with this Nifty thing. You can get out of it if you don't like it. You can change your subscription up or down. You can get a more expensive one. You can get a less expensive one. They don't care. Good customer service. And it's a product. It's like some of these products that are coming out right now, a lot of these like AI listing tools, they are not ready for prime time. They're brand new. They haven't been tested enough. They're getting the market really fast, and the stuff's not working right. It's breaking and all this kind of stuff. You don't want to deal with one of these new hot to trot companies. Give them some time. I joined Nifty 16 months ago now when they started doing this cross lister. They've had automation tools for years, but I've been using Nifty for 16 months. I didn't even tell you about it for about 6 months because I wanted to test a tool. I was waiting for them to add some features that I thought were really important before I would actually go out and tell people like, hey, you should consider getting Nifty. So I started last April, sometime around October, I started, sharing it with people. For a while, I was telling people like, I'm trying a new cross listing tool. I'm not talking about it, but just know that behind the scenes, I'm trying something. I'll tell you about it when the time is right. October, the time became right because they added the 2 features that I really wanted them to add. And the tool is just working so good that I was like, all right, now I'll tell you about it. So just be careful when you're out there, when you're talking to these creators, you're watching their videos, you're going to their lives, they're pushing something. Make sure that person's been using that tool for a period of time because there's a motive to them. They're probably making money. I make money if you sign up with that link. I mean, I'll be transparent about that. But I think you should trust a creator who's going to wait 6 months using a product before they even mention it. I mean, people would ask me about it straight up. They're like, what are you using for cross-listing? And I would straight up tell them, I'm testing a new product right now. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I want to make sure that this thing is good, that it's ready to go. And 6 months later, I was like, I'm comfortable with it now. So I've been using it for 16 months now. Since April of 2024, I've been using Nifty for all my cross listing, for all my automation. And now I list all of my inventory on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari using their AI generation tool, which is awesome. So I take the photos of the item and the measurements. I put those photos, including pictures of the measurements. I just put them into Nifty. Nifty writes the item title, writes the description, fills in all the item specifics. I hit submit. It submits it to Poshmark, to eBay, and Mercari. It is freaking awesome. Check it out. The link is right there. The link is always at chris@peak.com. It's a free trial, 15% off your first month. That's a pitch right there for you. But I'm telling you, I wouldn't tell you about it. It's part of my business. It gets me extra sales every day. That was an extra sale thanks to Nifty. Happy Friday, y'all. I sold some wow, you found a Bogner Fire and Ice snow pants. That's awesome. Great sale. Great sale. Thanks for sharing that, Don. It was on Poshmark, but it never delisted on eBay. Always have to go manually and delist the other platforms. Don, you have something messed up in your settings on Nifty. You probably haven't linked like you probably either haven't turned on your auto delist, like auto sales detection. You either have to turn that on, or you haven't linked all your listings. Like you haven't linked them across Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. So Nifty's like, it doesn't know that they're the same thing. So my best bet, Don, go into Nifty right now and hit there's going to be a button that says, wait for it. There's going to be a help button, a support button on the left-hand side of your dashboard. Hit that support button and tell them exactly what you just told me. You're going to get somebody to get back to you from support within a couple hours, and they'll look at your account and they'll tell you exactly what you got to do to fix that thing. Easy fix, but I want them to be able to look at it for you because I can't look at it for you. I can't log into your account. You don't want me logging into your account. I'm going to steal all your inventory. Maybe wet seal. I don't know what that is. Nifty has 1000% changed my sales. I would take an 1000% sales increase for sure. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing, Francis. Learn something new. Marianne is in the house. What's up? Haven't seen you in a bit. Hope you're doing well. Hope that helps, Don. Let me know down below in the chat. But just hit that support button. They're great. I have like little things sometimes that usually it's like something I did wrong, and they're like, "Here's the thing that you did wrong." I'm like, "Great, thanks for letting me know." But it would be hard for me to like troubleshoot without like logging into your account like they can. Next up is an order for Jorge, another Polo Ralph Lauren. This one's on a modern tag, men's size medium, awesome pattern. Like that's a summertime go-to right here. This is a short sleeve. It's got the multicolor pony, which oftentimes people call the flesh pony. I use that in my item title. This one sold on a Nifty best offer, $18.90. So back to back right there. Nifty got me 2 extra sales. Actually, the next one is a Nifty best offer 2. So 3 in a row. These are sales that I would not have otherwise had I not had Nifty with the automation tools turned on. So usually like on a day like today with like good sales like this, it's one day that Nifty pays for the whole subscription, for my whole subscription for the month. I pay $69.99 for my subscription. And just one day of good sales with these, like the profits from just these automation sales, like these Nifty offer sales, will pay for that whole $69.99. So this one sold for $18.90. I think I had it listed for $21.99. Again, the buyer on Jorge on eBay hit the watch button on this listing. 10 minutes later, Nifty sent a 10% off offer, and Jorge accepted it. Done deal, out the door. For me at $18.90, my profit on that is going to be about, let's see, 15, 50, $10, plus I made $1. Could be $11 profit on that item right there, Polo Ralph Lauren. And let's see how long that one took to sell. That one took 24 days to sell. So just over 3 weeks, we'll take it. Anything under 30 to me is like bonus. Let's go. Next up is for James. I picked up a ton of, this is another Nifty sale. So sold for $25.20. I had this listed for $27.99. James watched the item. 10 minutes later, Nifty sent a 10% off offer. You get it. James accepted. Out the door. Sale. $25.20. I paid on average for these, I think $11 a piece. So my profit isn't great here. I bought these over a year ago. I sold a ton of them. In this very model right here, I had like maybe like 40 of this exact same color, and they all sold, I thought. And then I found 3 more out in one of my bins just like a week ago. Let me just see exactly when that was. I found 3 more, and now 2 of them have sold. Actually, they might have all sold. Let me just double check. That was 26 days ago. So it was 3 weeks ago that I found them. I was like, oh man, I still have 3 of these. I'm telling you, I had like 40 of them. Yep, they're all sold now. All 3 of them sold in 26 days. I priced them to move because, again, it's the end of the summer. This is Bad Birdie has gone down in terms of like resale value and sell-through rate, so I just wanted to move them. So I paid $11 on average for these. This one sold for $25.20. But again, I had probably more than 40. But total Bad Birdies, I had like 150 of them. And every one is sold now. But I had like 40 of this exact color. It was not the best selling color, by the way. It's kind of like an uglier shirt, but when it gets to the summer, they do sell, especially if you price them right. So that's going to James. James is in Valencia, California. He paid $6.95 for the shipping on this. I paid $5.02 for this label right here. It's going USPS Ground Advantage. And that, again, now closes the book on that Bad Bird, all those Bad Birdies I bought. It's crazy. I was like pulling some sales a couple weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and I was like, man, that Bad Birdie shirt, I thought I sold out of that months ago. And I went and looked. I'm like, ooh, I just didn't have the quantity right. So went in, added 3 more. I used Nifty to relist that item and sold the next 3. We got 2 more eBay sales, and we got some Poshmark coming at you. Brand new with tags, Diesel Safato jeans. Brand new. These are still in this is still in the plastic from Diesel. So I didn't even have to use my own plastic. I bought a whole bunch of these online arbitrage. They were shipped to my front door. I love buying Diesel Safatos. These sold for $115 plus $8.95 shipping. They're going all the way to Hawaii. These are going to Lahaina, Hawaii. How about that? Got a little Hawaii sale going out the door. This is going to cost me $10.80. So the last sale, I made about $1.80, about $1.90 on the shipping, right? Because they paid $6.95 and it cost me $5.02. This one I'm going to lose about $2 on, a little less than $2, like $1.90. I'm going to lose on this one because they paid $8.95 and I'm going to pay $10.80 to ship this all the way to Hawaii. No big deal. That just all comes out the wash. That doesn't concern me in the slightest. That's part of what happens when you do like flat rate. When you do flat rate shipping, you make a few bucks on some, you lose a few bucks on some. It comes out in the wash. I usually make more than I lose, if that makes sense. So this is going out to Robert out in Hawaii. It's kind of fun. So we had an international sale and we had a Hawaii sale today. No Alaska. We got a Vermont sale coming up after this. Essex Junction. I know. I lived really close to Essex Junction at one point. Would I have to do manual? I hope not. What did I miss? How would I reduce prices on some items that are stock, that are summer, or just want to get out of stock? You can run a sale on your eBay store. Or you can go into Nifty and you can adjust your prices in Nifty, and that way it adjusts them on all the platforms. So that might be something you check out doing, because I know you're using Nifty, Francis. I usually just do eBay sales, but now that Nifty has added that functionality to lower prices, I might start experimenting with that. I just haven't yet. Sometimes I get stuck in my old ways. That doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. Now, I thought I got a message about this order. Let's check it. Okay. All right, so somebody ordered this morning. It's a Polo Ralph Lauren short sleeve Oxford. It's got the flesh pony on the chest right there. So this had sold for $20.99, but this buyer asked for a cancellation. Looks like they ordered it by mistake. So I don't know how you do that. But so we're going to go ahead and just cancel this order. Bummer. No, I mean, I could ship this if I wanted to. They technically paid for it, whatever. But why would I do that? They can just return it then, and then I have to pay for the return shipping. So I already have the shipping label for this. That's okay. I can cancel the order, and then I can cancel the shipping label, and then USPS will refund me for the shipping label. I think it usually takes like a couple of weeks or something like that, but no big deal. It's part of the business. People ask me all the time, like, hey, somebody canceled an order. I haven't shipped it out yet. Should I just ship it anyway? I'm like, no, cancel it, because you don't want it to get returned. That's just going to cost you money, and it's just a pain. Like, don't do that. Just freaking cancel it. That's the way I see it. Not finding eBay as an option. So send offers to viewers. Is there one? Yeah, you would on not finding in eBay an option to send offers to viewers. Is there one? So let's bring this up. Hold on. We'll do a little shared screen here for you. Sometimes like trying to explain something is not super easy. Like, it's easier to just show. Let me just go to my overview here. I might not have any, because Nifty does all that for me. I might not have one that I can send an offer on, but let's take a look. See, I never do this, so open returns, waiting sales, orders. Let me see if I have one. It's easier sometimes on the mobile app. You can see I literally never send offers to watchers on eBay because Nifty does it all for me, so I don't have to do this ever. Like, Nifty automatically takes care of it. But it would show up right here. So this is the eBay mobile app shows my sales and all that stuff. So on the home screen, it's got to show right there. So see how it says buyer paid, ship now? I just got a sale that came in, but right below it, there would be something that says like send an offer to watcher right there, or send an offer to viewer, it might say. I don't have any because Nifty's already done it all for me. But if I were you, and I don't know if you said if you have Nifty or not, but I think you just got started. So Nifty's not in your repertoire, but I can show y'all with a shared screen here something. Let's hit that shared screen here. So this is my Nifty dashboard here. I always have this open just because it runs my whole business, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into, these are like the last items that I listed. So I'm going to go into my dashboard, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if I scroll down to eBay, see right here how it says offers 13. eBay has automatically sent offers to viewers or watchers 13 times today. And I can look at what those offers are. Like, here's that full list of them. So it's sent out offers to these. So these are active offers right now that it's sent out. So automatically sent 10% off to all these different people. So, and it's only like 12:37 Eastern, and we already got 13 offers out on eBay. So that's when I refer to, Nifty offers, that's what I'm talking about right there, is that list. And if we go back to this dashboard, I also have 16 offers that it's sent on Poshmark there too, because it's doing the same thing. When somebody likes something on Poshmark, 10 minutes later, it sends them a 10% off offer. And I can update my settings. So you can see in my settings, I have it set up as 10%. How come it's not showing up on the screen? Oh, Got it. Sorry, I went into another screen. I don't know why I didn't do that. So, oh, it's because it opened it. I know what happened. Hold on a second. Technology. All right, we're going to go window. This one, share. Okay, it opens up like a new window when I do this. So when I click on view all offers, this is what I was trying to show you. So on eBay, these are all the active offers that it's sent today. There should be 13 of them from today. And actually, these are ones yesterday. So July 24th, these are all offers that are still active. There's like 25 offers that are still active that Nifty has sent over the past 24 hours to people who have watched these items on eBay or viewed them. And then if I go back to the dashboard, and I go to Poshmark, same thing. There's 16 of them that have been sent out, and I can look at these all those offers. So these are all items that Nifty has sent a 10% off offer on. This one right here actually got accepted already. That one we're going to ship out here in a second. So a $63 sale. That's like a success, a Nifty success right here. So people don't accept every offer, but they accept some percentage of them, which is yeah, this floats my business a little bit higher in the ocean, so to speak. So let me stop this screen share. I just wanted to give you an idea. When I keep mentioning Nifty offers, but I wanted you to see kind of what that looks like. They also do it from Mercari. I didn't show you that too, but there was offers probably already sent. You said Monday. So next up is a Poshmark. We're done our eBay. Actually, I did get another eBay order. I'm just going to ship that tomorrow. I ship once a day, and that's a wrap. So when orders come in while I'm shipping, I usually just leave them for the next day. Next up is 3 really, really good sales on Poshmark right here. A $40 sale, a $63 sale, and another $40 sale. So that's pretty good. Yesterday, I had a total of $679 in sales, which is, I think, my best day of the month. July is usually a slow month. Let me confirm this month. Let's look at the day. So 679 is the best sales dollars of the month. 679.41. I've only broke 600 in July one other day, and I haven't even broken 500 too many times. Maybe another day. Yeah, one other day that I broke 500, and there's a whole bunch of 400. There's a whole bunch of 300. There's a whole bunch of 200. There's even a few $100-something days, and there is a $25 day mixed in there too. I mean, it is an up and down month, but it all starts to add up, and we'll take the 679. And today I already have $130 in sales just today, and we're just getting started. And actually, that doesn't count the one that just came in on eBay. Let's take a look at that one. What did I sell? Sold a pair of Levi's for $25. So I'm already I just listed those too. That was a quick sale. Why did that sell so fast? Levi's 514. Oh, those are the 514 premiums. They're worth a little bit more money. Sold for $24.99, full asking price. I just listed those like a couple days ago. So today I'm at $155 already. Let's keep that rolling. Let's keep it rolling. Let's ship Poshmark orders. First one. Oh man, if you've been watching this channel for long enough, you know that a sale like this is one of my absolute favorites right here. This is herringbone tweed. I don't know if you can see that pattern, if that's coming through. Herringbone tweed, and the brand is Land's End. This is a vintage Land's End. It's made in I'm pretty sure it's made in the USA. Hold on. Made in Honduras of imported fabric. So I just made up the made in the USA part. But it's a tweed herringbone Land's End wool piece right here. 100% wool, tweed herringbone. Sold for $40. And this was on... Nope, I think that was full asking price on that one. So $40 on this one. I paid $7 at a thrift store. So Poshmark charges 20% fee. So on a $40 sale, Poshmark keeps $8 exactly. Don't go running out picking up every Land's End you see, but herringbone tweed pattern. This is like really hot right now in blazers. If you can get people are like that classic herringbone look. This is definitely coming back in right now. So it's a good thing to look for, even in mediocre brands. So $7 and a 40. Poshmark takes 20%, which is $8. So that leaves me with 32 minus 7. This is a $25 profit item. use a bigger poly bag for the blazers. If you go to this link here, I have like the whole list of everything I use for shipping and for this business. All our recommended tools are right there. I dropped the link in YouTube and Facebook for you. If you're on Instagram, you can just tap on my face or tap on my name and go to my profile. And then you can go to chris@peak.com and you can find that same link, all the tools that we recommend. So I have bigger bags that I use for suits and blazers and winter coats, and I'm using those here. That's all described in that document. So it'll tell you exactly what size I use for everything that's linked in there. So if you're not sure like what to buy, you can just buy the ones that I buy. So this one's going to Brad. And I've been using this vendor for probably the same vendor for like 5 years. The first few years I kind of went back and forth between different vendors, just trying to figure out like who I wanted to use, because sometimes you get stuff and it's not very quality or it's inconsistent. And then I've been using the same vendor for about 5 years now for all my poly bags and stuff. So this is going to Brad. Thank you, Brad. It's going to Montgomery, Alabama. This is like a heavy kind of like winter twill blazer. And in the middle of July, we're shipping this to Brad in Alabama, which has got to be like one of the hottest places in the country. Heat, humidity, all that. So the next two items are technically like fall winter items, in my opinion, too. So just never know what you're going to sell. So, and these are 3 of the best sales of the day, and they're winter items. So Land's End, out the door. Don't go running out the door buying everything Land's End, but there is money to be made if you know what to look for in Land's End. I sell a fair bit of Land's End. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at how many I've sold from Land's End this year. I've sold 10 Land's End items this year already. So there you have it. I don't pick it all up. I pass on 99.9% of it, but I do sell some of it. Next up is a North Face. This is a great sale. I paid $12.50 for this North Face. It is a $5.50 down vest. There's that $5.50 right there. $5.50 down vest, and it's got the, see if you can see it. See the faux fur? It's got the faux fur hood. So a little puffer vest with the faux fur hood. Nice little seller right here. $63. And that was a nifty best offer. This is going up Poshmark. Why am I not using the Poshmark materials? I'm going to throw this in a box because they're free from USPS.com. Remember, all Poshmark, you can use priority boxes. I can use whatever I want, but the priority ones are free. I'll put the $63 puffer in this free USPS. This is called the shoebox. Little extra protection right there for free. And this is going to Elias. Thank you, Elias. Where is the shipping to? Ohio. Buying a puffer goose down vest in Ohio. Getting ready for wintertime. Winter comes a little quicker in Ohio. Let's cut this box down a little bit. This is kind of an unnecessary step, but we'll do it. Out the door, $63. I paid $12.50. So 20% fees on Poshmark. That's going to mean they take $12.60. We'll round it up. They take $13. We'll call it that. So after shipping and fees and my cost of goods, which was $12.50, I'm going to make $37.50 profit on this. $37.50. Next up, another great sale. Why do you I missed something? Why do you turn jackets inside out to ship? I do that with blazers because all the things that can be damaged on a blazer that people care about are on the outside. The buttons, that's the fabric they care about. If something on the liner gets kind of messed up when it's getting delivered, who's going to care about that, right? But you know, in the buttons, you don't want the buttons to get knocked off because they shipped it in a poly bag, right? So it'd be really easy if a button was like on the outside right here. If this thing got banged around, that button could crack, that button could get torn off, and then my customer's not going to be happy and they're going to return that money. I'm going to have to refund them, and I'm going to get back a broken item or something like that. So I turn them inside out. You can do it your way, but that's the way I do it. Other people do it other ways. There's other ways to ship those things. I just show you my way. I'm also grateful for a nice customer. I had a package go to the wrong customer, and he told me about it. And even it is going to drop it off at the post office with the correct label for me. What a nice, oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. You like swap the label. That was nice of him. That's pretty cool. I usually don't do that, and I'm not telling you what to do. There's nothing wrong with what you did. It's a great solution to it. I usually don't do that because I had that happen once before. I did that once before years ago, and the person just didn't ship the item, and they kept both items. So I was like, I really don't want to put my business and my customers in the hands of somebody that I don't know. I'm not telling you not to do that thing, but I'm just telling you why I don't do it. Like, it's probably not wise long-term to trust people that I don't know to go do the right thing for my customers. And it just could cause more angst and more trouble. I just have them freaking return it and just reship it. It might not be the right answer either, but people do crazy stuff. Here's our last sale for today. Appreciate everybody hanging out today. We didn't talk about coffee today, but of course, I'm proud of our coffee business. We love our coffee. If you want to check it out, you can go to chris@peak.com. Just click the link for coffee. This is our medium roast. It's our best seller. It's our crowd pleaser. We opened this business just over 2 years ago. That has always been our number one seller. It is delicious. It's got little tasting notes. It's got like just a little bit of like a sweet milk chocolate to it, but very balanced. It's our most balanced coffee. It is definitely our most popular. It's definitely Kim and I's favorite coffee in the world. It's fair trade. It's organic. It's roasted fresh every Thursday. If you want to learn more about our coffee, you can go to chris@peak.com, click that coffee link. And it's, of course, the link is down below in the description of this video too. If you're on Instagram, you can just tap on my name or tap on my logo. You can go to my profile and you'll find the link to my website that way too. Today's a good day to buy coffee too, because we just got our fresh roast yesterday. So it's all roasted locally. Probably the best coffee you've ever had. And it just doesn't get better than like the fresh roasted stuff. Again, roasted yesterday. So today is a good day to buy coffee because you get the fresh stuff. Doesn't get any better than that. So what I just packed up is a marine layer. This is called the Pacifica Stretch. It's like a twill flannel shirt. Really nice item. I paid $5 for this at a thrift store, and it's like a heavy twill flannel. Sold in the middle of the summer. It's going to Ventura, California. A marine layer, I believe, is a California brand, right? I believe that's a California brand. So this is going out to Ventura, California, to Emily. She paid $40 for it. So I paid $5, sold for $40. After 20% Poshmark fees, that means they take 8 of the 40. That leaves me with $32, and I only paid $5. So after you subtract my cost of goods of $5, I made $27 profit on this $5 purchase right there. Awesome sale to finish up the shipping live today. Appreciate everybody hanging out, spending a little time with me. It'd be way boring if I just shipped all those orders out and I didn't have you to talk to. So I appreciate you spending some time with me. It makes it a little bit more fun. Dawn asked, do you have that similar problem? Sorry, no, I don't have that problem. I missed some comments here. Michelle, I love Nifty. Yes, it will sometimes miss some D-lists, but I think it's because it wasn't manually matched up on my account. I don't know that I've ever had a D-list missed on Nifty. When I used other cross-listing tools, it happened quite frequently. And then when I started Nifty and using Nifty found, like using AI, when I connected Nifty to my all my platforms, it found all these items that were supposed to be delisted on these platforms because they sold, but my former cross-lister didn't take care of them. So I haven't had that happen on Nifty though. So probably something on your end with the settings if you had that issue. I'm missing some comments here. Hey, Sister Steph, how are you? What's going on over there? Hope you're doing well. Sorry, I'm just like popping off right now. Remember, you can always, as soon as I end this live here in a moment, you can go and rewatch this. So on YouTube and Facebook, all these lives are available for replay. You can fast forward, you can rewind, you can see all the stuff that I sold. We just shipped out 15 items that sold in the last 24 hours. Actually, one of them got canceled. So, but you can see the item anyway. So 14 items plus this one would have been 15, but they canceled it. So really good day of sales yesterday, $679, our best day of the month. Today is off to a good start. I think we're at 155 already. I'll take it. July is so up and down. It's so up and down. But the closer we get to September 1st, the better and more consistent the sales will come in, especially like people are going to, once it cools off a little bit, people are going to be ready to start buying like flannels and jeans and jackets. They're already buying those stuff. We just shipped those items. We just shipped out some of those, but they'll start buying more of that stuff. Sales will pick up of that stuff, and we'll all just sort of get, roaring busy again, which is really good. Packing low, nice, keeping busy. Did y'all sell your house? You can text me too. I'm going to sign off now. But remember, I'll get back to all the questions, all the comments if you watch the replay too. I appreciate y'all spending some time with me. Thanks for sharing about your sales. Thanks for asking questions and all that stuff. And we'll see you next time. Peace. I'll see you Monday, probably 11 a.m. Eastern time Monday. If you haven't hit that follow button or the subscribe button, this is the time to do that. And if you want to get notifications on YouTube whenever I go live, you'll have to hit that bell notification icon so that as soon as I turn on the live, it'll give you a push notification. You can say, oh, Chris is live. I can go join him. Talk soon, y'all. Have a great weekend.